Okay, what's going on, guys? It's Mang here, and as I kind of hinted, I guess, I decided to do a bit of a follow-up video to talk some more about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and really specifically comparing it to Titanfall, because I think they want you to compare it to Titanfall, or maybe they don't, but they do. It's kind of confusing. Titanfall was developed by Respawn Entertainment, which consisted of some ex-members of Infinity Ward who used to work on Modern Warfare. And so this is kind of like the big head-to-head, although Titanfall came out quite a while ago. The guys over at Respawn have been doing a bunch with Titanfall and adding to it and working on it post-release, and this is the first Call of Duty to come out since Titanfall's release, so we're gonna compare them. Alright, so similarities. They both have guns and they both have jetpacks. This ends the similarities. I thought they were closer when I first played Advanced Warfare, and then I kept playing it, and then I went back to Titanfall, and really they're not similar at all. Titanfall is actually a good game. Well, okay. Advanced Warfare is kind of like Titanfall-like. It's kind of like a lot of features stripped away from Titanfall to get to the base Call of Duty experience. And so, I mean, it's like, who is that for, Because I feel like Call of Duty, fans, big Call of Duty fans, it's going to be kind of a mixed bag. They're either going to like the extra mobility and stuff like that, but then they're already probably liking Titanfall more, or they either don't like that added mobility, which means they don't like Advanced Warfare, because the jetpacks and the boost movements and all that, the suit, that really, that adds a lot to the Call of Duty formula, don't get me wrong, but for some people, for some hardcore fans, I'm not sure if they're going to care for that. So I'm in the kind of the former camp. I like all that extra stuff, but I like it more in Titanfall where it's really fleshed out. Yeah, you have jetpacks in Call of Duty, but it's just basically like a double jump for the most part. The jetpack itself is just a double jump. And you get the boost, which is just kind of a little lunge forward. And so, yeah, like I said, it does add a lot to the base Call of Duty formula, and I like it, but it's just like, why am I playing this when I could be playing Titanfall, where when you're just as a pilot, you're running along walls and you can jump on the Titans and you feel the parkour, whereas in Advanced Warfare I do not feel the parkour. I just feel like this is Call of Duty with jetpacks, whereas in Titanfall I don't feel like it's Call of Duty with Titans and stuff. I feel like it's Titanfall, there's a big difference there. And so, yeah, the parkour mechanics, the jump pack, jetpack, all that kind of stuff, yeah, Titanfall just really brings it into its own experience, and Advanced Warfare, it's just, this is Call of Duty with some things slapped on. Then there's the Titans themselves. Now, there's not really much to compare then with Call of Duty because it doesn't have Titans, but I guess it's the absence of Titans compared to the presence of Titans. And again, I'm going to go with Titanfall here. I'm not the biggest fan of being in a Titan compared to being a pilot. I much prefer to being a pilot in Titanfall, but the Titans' presence on the map, the fact that other people are playing as Titans, and the fact that you can just hop in one or have one follow you around, like, it adds so much to the experience, It's just, it's that next step up, it's that next level, whereas I feel like Call of Duty just every year, I know everybody says this, but really it's true for the most part, where every year it's just kind of like, here's some small advancements, you know, here's maybe a slight graphics upgrade, here's some customization options, boom, there you go, buy it. Whereas Titanfall, you know, they really needed to prove themselves in this first-person shooter world. They needed to make this grand experience, and I think they did. And so, you know, the presence of Titans mixed with the parkour and all that, it just creates a unique experience, at least in my opinion. So where does Advanced Warfare outperform Titanfall? I guess the customization options, if you really care about that, Advanced Warfare offers quite a bit. As far as customizing your pilot, customizing your guns, customizing your score streaks, which is a nice feature. I'm glad they added. Customizing your emblems, yeah, everything you can customize. It's like the freaking Sims at this point. I don't know. So it does shine there, and it does shine in the number of weaponry. Titanfall from the start felt a little limited in what they offer as far as guns go, whereas Advanced Warfare is quite a bit, as is pretty much every Call of Duty. And I guess I can't complain too much because I almost never use any gun in Titanfall except for the Smart Pistol, which I just, like, it's just the most unique thing I've ever used ever, so I probably will never stop using it. Both games have shitty shotguns, although I would probably give an edge to Titanfall for a better shotgun. Advanced Warfare is terrible. I mean, not, there are worse, I guess, but and I guess Advanced Warfare, I don't know if it really shines in the just arcadiness. It's just, you know, jump into a match and just, because I feel like Titanfall, you can do that. Titanfall's matches maybe go on a little bit longer, but again, I only play attrition, so I don't play too many other modes. It's hard to say, really. And Titanfall, like I said, has added a lot since launch. They've added like a black market. You can buy, you can sell your burn cards. They've added daily challenges. They've added quite a bit just to make it a more full-fledged experience, and so that's really good. They have 3 map packs out at this point, and I just bought like the season pass for like $6 or something, and you get all 3 map packs. I was like, sure. I don't even know if I'm gonna play this game that much, but sure, it sounds good. I will never buy a map pack for Advanced Warfare. So I don't know. If you're a Call of Duty fan, should you get Advanced Warfare? Here's what I would do. Here's what I would do is I would get Titanfall. You can get Titanfall for Xbox One for $20. $20. Pick it up. If you're a fan of first-person shooters, pick it up. And if you love Call of Duty and you really like how the mechanics of Titanfall work, well, you're probably just going to play Titanfall, but if you like what Titanfall brings as far as mobility, you'll probably like Advanced Warfare, but I don't know. I've bought pretty much every Call of Duty for a while, and I'm not sure if I'm going to buy the next one at this point. It's just they gotta, I don't know what they gotta do. I really don't. They need to Modern Warfare 2 HD release. That's what they gotta do. So yeah, I guess this bottom line was just kind of a promotion for Titanfall, but it really is a solid game. I really enjoy it, and so I'm hoping to get some other people to play with me sometime because I didn't play it enough. Yeah, it's not like I'm gonna get rid of Advanced Warfare. It's just I don't know when I'm ever gonna play that. Because really, if it wasn't for Titanfall, Advanced Warfare would be the premier first-person shooter, I think, on Xbone. But yeah, I mean, both of these games are also on PC, which has plenty of competition and all that. I'm just talking from an Xbone perspective because that's what I own. But yeah, so there you go. That's my comparison. I don't know if this helps anybody at all, but if you have an Xbone and you like first-person shooters, pick up Titanfall. $20. All right, so I'll check you guys later.